Today is Easter, and you guys know what that means. It is time to take on some of these little guys. We are going to go around to different maps and take on a bunch of different rabbits, starting with the eastern cottontails. Now let's slowly sneak up on this guy and take him down with, well, not exactly the proper gun, but it's definitely going to be interesting. This right here is what I like to call the Easter cannon. It is a very festively Easter-colored 470, and I mean, if we were shooting these things with the correct caliber, it just wouldn't be a rabbit hunt, so of course we gotta use the biggest gun in the game. There it is, let's go ahead and take this thing down real quickly, and that will be the end of that little rabbit right there, standing absolutely no chance against the massive 470. But I figured since I imagine everybody else is going to be doing an Easter video relating to rabbits, I figured we would switch it up and use the improper gun on them just to have a little bit of fun and make the rabbit hunt a little bit more interesting. But don't worry, I do have the 22 with me as well in case we end up finding a diamond rabbit, so we won't ruin any diamonds, I promise. But if we find literally any other type of rabbit, it is going down with the 470. You know what, we might as well test it on a raccoon as well, just to watch it disintegrate. That just seems wrong. Like with the rabbit, it's kind of justified because they have gave me so much trouble here on Mississippi. If you guys know how these cottontail rabbit are, like you can track them for like 30 minutes and next thing you know, it's not even a level 3, it's just a big level 2 that doesn't even make diamonds, so there's quite a few people I know of that get quite frustrated with the cottontail rabbit, so I figured they would be a great target. But this raccoon, he really didn't deserve that. But we had to do it for science. Well, here we go. I am so happy the rabbits are not exactly the fastest. They tend to be a little bit buggy with their fleeing, which is good for us. That is another rabbit down. This one, just a small male. And of course, hit everything. Texas heart shot it, in fact. That actually is one of the first Texas heart shots I think I've ever got on a rabbit. That is something I never thought that I'd be able to say I did, but here we are. We Texas heart shot a rabbit with the biggest gun in the game. There is another little rabbit slowly fleeing away because that seems to be the only thing they can do. And it's another dead rabbit. I'm going to assume that was probably going to be a Texas heart shot once again. Or just a lung shot. Well then, that is quite interesting. Looks like we're on the trail of another rabbit. It seems that it is quite close as the brush is pushed down. Usually that only happens if it's pretty recent. I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that there's probably a rabbit very, very near us. Yep, there it is. There's the little rabbit. Let's see if we can get it from a distance. That's gonna be another dead bunny. That was probably the hardest shot we have took this entire video. That one right there was 41 meters, and we did almost get the Texas heart shot, but just barely missed it, so a little bit unfortunate, but we still made a good shot. I mean, it's hard to make a bad shot with this thing, but man, it is so much fun. There's our next target. We have moved over to Revontuli Coast, and this is the first rabbit we have found. A level 1 mountain hare, 3 to 4 kgs. We're going to sneak up on it and take it down. 90 meters away. To be honest, I think we can hit this shot. We've got the sight on here. I didn't see it run. I think we got it. We're going to have to go check, but I am almost positive we absolutely nailed that. And that's a dead rabbit. We did manage to get that shot from 90 meters away. That is our best shot of the day easily, on a rabbit that is a little bit smaller than the cottontails, I believe. Definitely a little bit smaller, I'd say. I don't know if they are in weight. Actually, I don't think they are in weight, but like visually they look smaller. I don't know why that is with some of the rabbits in this game, but some of them weigh more but look smaller, and to me it just doesn't make too much sense, but I guess it is what it is. Either way, that was our best shot of the day, and it was even a hard shot too, given that's not very difficult with a bullet of this size. Well, I don't see any more rabbits, but we do have an unsuspecting deer over here, so why not go ahead and just take a shot onto this guy and see what it does. I mean, we kind of already knew what it was going to do, but it's fun to at least try it out for ourselves. You know, the 470 has always been in such a weird place where it is a very powerful rifle, But the problem is it doesn't have a good enough range to get used over the 300 or 338 in many cases. I know a lot of people where if this gun actually did have the ability to have a proper scope on it and had a bit of better range, they would totally use it, including myself. I would totally use it if it was just a little bit better on the range side of things, because that's really what kills it. That's really what causes a lot of people to not even pay any attention to the 470, is the lack of being able to take animals at long distances reliably. There is another little mountain hare. Let's go ahead and take a shot on this if we can get it. And of course, that's going to be the end of that little bunny right there. You know, there's just something that feels so satisfying and amazing about taking down a rabbit with the 470. And, you know, this gun is just... it is quite a blast to use, even when you're not shooting the proper animals with it. There's just something about seeing a little rabbit explode from the massive 470 round and being able to literally Texas hardshot them at any time that you want. It's just a new level of satisfying. And kind of messed up at the same time. I had an idea recently that since we've recently got back into playing Call of the Wild the Angler on the live streams, I thought that it might be a cool idea that at the end of these videos, we could go catch a couple fish and talk about the stuff that we ended up hunting during the video, talk about the trophies, talk about what we managed to do, how successful we were, and just stuff like that as we do our outro. I think it could be a cool way to implement this game into the content without making it the main focus, as I know a lot of you don't really care for Call of the Wild the Angler content. So this would make it so you could still see some angler content on the channel. I'd get to play it because I do enjoy it, while also not really making it the main focus and having it still be a part of what we're doing. So let me know what you guys think of that. It would only be at the end of videos like this for like a minute or two, so it wouldn't really take up too much of it, and if you're not here for that, you can always click off whenever it gets to that point. So I think it will be a fun thing to kind of add in here. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. But this was quite a fun video. We went and got quite a few different rabbits with the 470, and overall just had a real fun time blasting some really tiny rabbits with the largest caliber in the game. So I had quite a bit of fun, and I hope that you guys did too, but let me know down below whether or not you did. And I will obviously try to respond to as many as I can. You know, that just might be the smallest fish that I have caught for the Atlantic salmon, and in fact, that might be the smallest fish that I've ever caught in this game as of our return to playing it. It's definitely the smallest one that I've caught in terms of what they can reach. So what a way to end the day. But thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!